Okay, Coach Tom Doane. Coach Doane is one of our coaches who have done all their coaching at the state of Michigan at only one school. 34 years at Brighton High School, coaching at the JV and varsity levels, winning 2 conference championships, and has coached 2 undefeated regular seasons, one at the varsity level in '83 and one at the JV level in 1998. He has been in the state playoffs 20 years, winning 2 district and 1 regional championship. He was awarded the MHS Michigan High School Coaches Association Coaching Service Award for 35 years coaching in 2014, and the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association Assistant Coach of the Year in 2001. Coach Doane retired from coaching after the 2014 season. Coach Doane's most humorous incident in coaching. One year at camp in northern Michigan, we had just finished a full day of activities and we were in bed sleeping. This is at 1 a.m. Our head coach could not sleep and he made us get up and play Uno with him until 4 a.m. The next day, the coaching staff was tired and irritable, and the team took the brunt of our fatigue. Coach Doane's biggest thrill in coaching. We had a player who played with us for 4 years. He was 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighed 145 pounds, and he insisted he was a defensive lineman. Through his 4 years, he had never started a football game, but the coaches decided to start him in the last game of the year and his last game ever. He played the whole game and played hard. Walking back to the bus, he ran up to me with the biggest smile that I had ever seen. He thanked me for letting him start and said, "Coach, that was the best day of my life." Coach Doane's comments on why coach. I coach because of 2 men, Larry Fruth from Wauseon, Ohio, and Bump Elliott from the University of Michigan. They were not only interested in winning, but also interested in the academic and personal lives of their players. I saw the positive effect on the players, staff, students, the school, and the community. I wanted to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Coach Tom Doane.
I'd like to have my wife, Patty, stand up, my son, Sean, and his wife, Margaret, and my coach, high school coach, Larry Fruth from Wauseon, Ohio, and his wife, Sharon. Please stand up. So as already has been said, that the family takes a back seat sometimes, and I thank Sean and Patty for being there for me and holding things up while I was out having fun. I was sitting in my favorite chair in early December watching a Hallmark movie on television when my phone rang. I looked at the caller ID and saw it was from Tony Vorius, so I answered. "Tony's here tonight." He said, "Congratulations," and I said, "For what?" And he said, "The Hall of Fame." I had no idea what he was talking about. He said that Brian Simons had returned from some meetings and that I had been selected to the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. I told him I would make a phone call and find out for sure and get back to him. Jack Carlson and I had been playing phone tag for a few days, and it was my turn to call him. So I called him, and he said that yes, indeed, I had been selected for the Hall of Fame, and to be prepared because there was a packet of information coming that I was going to have to fill out and get back to it. Unfortunately, and I need to apologize to Jack, I was tardy in getting some of that paperwork back, but I thank him for accepting it anyway. To say I was surprised and humbled would be an understatement. I never in my life would have expected this honor to be given to me. I had never been a head coach, and I never done anything very inspiring as far as I was concerned. I'm one of those guys that show up unexpected and put in my time and go home with little expectation of glory. But here it was. When I got the information from Jack and started to look back at the years and some of the coaches and players that I had worked with, I was again humbled. John Seckinger was the first head coach that I coached for at Brighton. I was slated to be the 8th grade coach, and I talked with John, and he decided to move me up to the varsity. So thank him for seeing something in me that I maybe didn't. John was followed by George Reck. George kept me on. George was an assistant with me with John, and George kept me on when he got the head coaching job. Then Bill Murray came, and Bill kept me on as well. So I was doing pretty well so far. And then Cliff Kiefer. Cliff was the head coach, and I thank Cliff for everything that he's done for me. He actually nominated me for that. So Cliff's here with his wife Monica, so thank you. I enjoyed working with each of them, and want especially to thank Cliff for nominating me many years ago. I also had the opportunity to reflect on other assistant coaches I worked for, 3 of whom are attending the ceremony this evening. Tony Vorias, whom I already mentioned, Chris Weaver's back there, and Tom Kiefer, and Tom and his wife Stacy, thank you for being here. I also started thinking about some of the other assistants, people like Dave Fairbanks, Chuck Morgan, Bob Adams, Marty Lindberg, Mark Carroll, Pete O'Neill, Lee Smith, and the list goes on. After 35 years, you get quite a few people that you get pretty close to. As I was thinking about the players that I had the opportunity to coach and watch grow, I was humbled that I had an influence on so many lives. I hope it was a positive influence. I guess you never know, but you hope so. It still doesn't seem real to me, but here I am. I have the ring in my pocket. I have something for the plaque. I've eaten the meal. I guess this is really real. I would like to thank the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association for this honor and the committee that selected me. Thank you.